Hey there YouTube, this is your boy Dark Spartan again, and in this video today I'm going to be doing a review of Star Wars Lost Stars by Claudia Gray. It is part of the Journey to Star Wars The Force Awakens line, which is the line of books and comics and comics that lead up to the Star Wars The Force Awakens, and basically explaining all the stuff that happened post between Jedi and Force Awakens. And wow, I loved this fucking book. Excuse my language. Um, I was worried about this book when it was first announced because of the young adult stuff. It being a young adult novel, I was worried about it. Uh, like everybody else was, because everyone was saying it was going to be Twilight meets Star Wars, and um, but after hearing Christian Harloff rave about this book, I mean, almost ad nauseum, um, I picked up this book I picked up this book. It came out on Force Friday, along with Aftermath, and I picked it up about a week later. Crazy thing was, Disney and Lucasfilm didn't market this book as much as they did Aftermath. I saw marketing for Aftermath everywhere, from other Del Rey books, on the Star Wars website, and other stuff. In fact, I'll show you. Even after some of the other Star Wars books, they had advertisements for. There you go. Advertisements for Aftermath. So, and they just didn't push Lost Stars as hard, and I'm kind of wondering why about that. And I'll go a little bit into that a little bit more when I review Aftermath next, which will be my so yeah, but that kind of threw me off. But again, hearing Christian Harloff and John Campion, Jedi Council, and everybody else on YouTube rave about this book, I picked it up a week and a half after Force Friday, and I could not put it down. I read this book in 2 days. I stayed up all hours of the night reading this damn book because it is so good. Basically, what it is about is these two brand new characters, Sienna Ree and Thane Kyrell. I keep, it's crazy because his name kind of reminds me of a character. I mean, he has the first name as one of my favorite characters. Same first name as one of my favorite characters from Mass Effect, Krios, and Thane Krios, and it kind of sounds almost. It's just crazy, So, and sometimes I get the two names mixed up, but one grows up with a privileged lifestyle. They have a very rich family. Their family has a lot of connections, a lot of political connections and stuff like that. And the other grows up dirt poor. I mean, as poor can get. And these two characters meet each other, and they find out that they have a lot in common. They both love to fly. They both want to join the Empire because they think the Empire is going to help their planet. And they come from this planet Jellucon. I think that's the way you pronounce it. So, and the cool thing about this is that it starts off before A New Hope. The whole thing starts off before A New Hope, and the events of the book takes you through the events of A New Hope, through the events of Empire Strikes Back, and through the events of Return of the Jedi, and then it goes post Jedi. But basically, these two characters decide that they want to join the Empire, so they train together, and to be badass pilots, and they both get accepted into the Imperial Academy on Coruscant, and and they both end up falling in love with each other. And the love story it's not convoluted, it's not boring in a way. It actually helps the story. I thought it's not so much of a Twilight kind of love story where it's a love triangle. It's very much of a Romeo and Juliet, a star-crossed lovers type, and I really thought that helped the book. But it's very action packed. Also, it's very Star Warsy. Claudia Gray understands the Star Wars universe. She understands the characters in there, and everything just flowed organically with the way she told the story. But going back to it, something happens that really turns off one of the characters from the Empire, and that character ends up leaving and joining the rebellion. And both characters afterwards still remain aware of each other, and constantly run into each other and stuff like that. Yeah, this book was amazing. This is actually my favorite book of the new canon. I love this book. I will be reading this book I don't know how many times over and over again. Yeah, so again, Claudia Gray did a great job. I'm really looking forward to. I am now really looking forward to her next book, which is also part of the new Star Wars, the new canon in Star Wars. Those books are, I believe it's called New Republic Bloodline, which is coming out in March. I'm really looking forward to that now. So, yeah, go pick up this book. This book was amazing, and as far as the cover goes, I will say that has something to do with what happens in the book. I'm not going to say what. It does go post. It does have a lot of post Jedi material in it. Again, I'm not going to say what, but when you see what happens at the end of the book, it does tie into that. It is stuff that does tie into the Force Awakens. When you see the movie, you're gonna be like, "Wow, I understand that so much." More now because I read this. Now you don't have to read this book to really enjoy and understand the Force Awakens, but when you see certain certain stuff in there, and if you have read this book, you're going to be like, "Wow, I know exactly how that happened." And so that is my review of Lost Stars by Claudia Gray. Definitely pick up this book; it's really worth it. So, and the next book I'll be reviewing is the actual book I did pick up on Force Friday, and that is Star Wars Aftermath. So I'll see you guys then.